What are some potential college football playoff teams in this year in the last year of the 14 college football playoff? Georgia, Michigan, obviously. Though, of course, Georgia's schedule is easy. The only true game they have to worry is at Tennessee. Michigan, they do have trap games in there besides Penn State and Ohio State. So Notre Dame is only on there if they go 11-1 or 12-0. 11-1 is if they get a bunch of help. I mean, that's the deal. Tennessee's on there only if they go 11-1. Alabama, they could go 11-1 or 12-0, but I don't know with that quarterback play. I don't know. At worst, I see 10-2 for them, in my opinion. Ohio State's in there only if they go 11-1. Penn State is only if they go 11-1. Wisconsin 12-0 or 11-1, and then if anybody on that, obviously if you're Ohio State and your only loss is to Michigan, you have to get help to get in. Or if you beat Michigan, you have to win your Big Ten title game. I mean, I know. Wisconsin is like, for all these one-loss teams, you have to make sure you win your title game, obviously. The next two would be Florida State and Clemson to me. Both ceilings 11-1 or 12-0. But Florida State better watch out that first game against LSU, which to me they're on a contender only if they improve their quarterback play and they go 11-1. I don't see them beating for them with that schedule. And then one team from the Big 12, and the only team I could see legitimately is Oklahoma. Only if they improve their defense. I don't see them beating for them, no. But even if they go 11-1, I have a hunch they're going to lose in the Big 12 title game. Because look at their schedule for Oklahoma. It's easy. I mean, look at their non-conference slate. Cake. Huh. So, the rest of the teams on the list that are legitimate possibilities: Washington, Oregon, USC, and Oregon State. First of all, Washington could go 12-0 or 11-1. No, their schedule is tough. And Oregon, and USC and Oregon State have to go 11-1. And notice, I did not mention Utah. It's because their schedule is so brutal. I don't see 11-1 for them at all. So, at the end of the day, who do I ultimately think, and I know it's way too early for this, makes the college football playoff and a 14 playoff for the last time of this before they expand to 12 teams next year? Obviously, Georgia and Michigan. I mean, that's the truth. I have a hunch that there will be no Pac-12 teams. Even though I listed them as possibilities, do I think it's going to happen? I think they get shut out again. I don't think Oklahoma's going to get in either. So really, it comes down to the Big Ten and the ACC. Maybe it is another Big Ten team, or SEC, or even an independent Notre Dame. I think Florida State gets in. Yeah, because they beat Clemson. And even if Clemson goes with one loss, they could technically still get in the playoffs if the only loss is to Florida State, but they have to play Duke early. They have to play Notre Dame. And yes, that game is at home, but Notre Dame is better now than a year ago, and they beat Clemson pretty handily. So that's the reason why there. And I do think for that last spot, it won't be Alabama. I'm sorry. I don't see it. They're probably going to go 11-1 and then lose to Georgia. I don't see it. Like I said, I don't see a Pac-12 team going in there. Not this year. Too competitive, and I don't see. I would say, I'm like I said on Oklahoma. I don't think they're going to go 11-1 legitimately. It's only if they improve their defense. And I know their schedule's easy, but they could very well go 9-3. And even Oklahoma fan told me that they're going to probably lose 2 or 3 games this year. So they're being realistic. I mean, as for that last spot, I'm just throwing a dart at this. So I think Notre Dame gets in. So my 4 teams would be Georgia, Michigan, Florida State, and Notre Dame. And yes, I'm thinking Notre Dame goes 12-0 in all this. They're going to find a way. I know it's hard to beat Clemson at Clemson, but I mean, I think they have a chance. But I know that Notre Dame does have really 3 tough games, and those are obviously Clemson, Ohio State, trying to look at their schedule real fast. So it's really 3 tricky games, but I do think Sam Hartman could get them over the hump. And this could very well blow in my face on this happening here. And of course they have to beware of Duke on the road. They return a lot of offense, and they have USC too. So really, Ohio State, Clemson, USC. Yep, those 3 are the trickiest games on the schedule. But they have to watch out for Duke on the road. It's right after the Ohio State game, so they should beat Louisville. I think they should be Pitt. They should beat Wake Forest, especially. Stanford, I don't know why they lost them last year, but they should beat them this year. They should beat NC State's on the road, though, so you gotta be careful. But you should be Navy. You should be Tennessee State. So it just shows how difficult it is to name the 3 and 4 spot this year. To me, after Georgia and Michigan, it's a toss-up. It really is. So, and the only reason why I mentioned Tennessee is if they go 11-1, but I just don't see them getting in. I mean, but you never know. And I know it's way too early for this, but we're going to have to find out once the season starts and who probably gets eliminated potentially. And I know Notre Dame probably needs to go 12-0 to for sure get themselves in. But even if they go 11-1 and one of their losses is to a playoff team or a really solid team, or even if they beat Ohio State, that'd be huge to boost their resume up right away, and they beat USC at home, that would really help. So it's really the Clemson game is the key. I mean, they get to host both of those teams, USC and Ohio State. So anyways, if you like this content, hit like and subscribe button. See you guys later. 500 subscribers, we're on the road to it. Let's go.